Good morning, John Custom back again. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Were you there when they took him down from the cross? Were you there when they took him down from the cross? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they took him down from the cross? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when the stone was rolled away? Were you there when the stone was rolled away? Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when the stone was rolled away? No, you couldn't be because the soldiers were there. They're the only ones that was there. And on Easter Sunday morning, when the angels moved that big rock away from the tomb, and the noise from heaven and our Saviour rise from the dead. Oh, they went as white as sheets and ran like jackrabbits away. And when Pilate come across them, they went, and Pilate said, the Titans were guarding the tomb. What are you doing here? Oh, the big rock was moved away from heaven. And there was a noise. Put the fruits in us. Oh, well, say nothing about it, we'll reward you. So they took the 30 pieces of silver like Judas. But the truth can't be hid. We know all about them and the goings on of this Caiaphas, or the fraud. So suffice to say that Mary Magdalene, when her and a couple of ladies went, ladies is great, to anoint our Saviour in the tomb. And when Mary went in, Jesus wasn't there. She saw the cloaks on the side, and she came out crying. She says, where is Jesus? He's not in there. So as we can bring him back. And there was a man there like a gardener, but it was Jesus. He said, Mary, Mary, don't cry. She recognized Jesus and she was full of joy and peace. And he said to her, Mary, go and tell the apostles what you've seen. I certainly will, says Mary. And she did. But as a believer, no, I'm afraid not. 2 disciples was walking in the evening or later on. And they were as glum as you like. Oh, yeah. And a stranger joined them. He says, why is it so glum? If you the only one that knows nothing about the events that occurred here. We followed our Redeemer, and we were as happy as Larry. He spoke the truth, and we were delighted. Oh, he's a great man. The Son of God. But he's been crucified. So we don't know where we are. So the stranger talked to them about the scriptures and all the rest of it, and suddenly their glumness changed, and suddenly joy was in their heart and souls as they went along 6 miles. And it was getting dark, getting dusk, and the stranger was going to go on. And they said, it's getting late. Come join us and have something to eat and stay the night, and then continue your journey in the morning. All right, to say. We went. But at the breaking of the bread, they recognized Jesus, and he disappeared. Well, they were tired, but what did they do? back to Jerusalem to tell the apostles. Did the apostles believe them? No. And when Jesus appeared to the apostles and showed them his wounds, he couldn't give out to them about that. I sent you messengers. Don't do that anymore. When messengers come, he showed them the wounds. And then Thomas wasn't there. He wouldn't believe Jesus had risen from the dead unless he could touch his wounds. So he was there a week later, thereabouts. And Jesus said to him, put your hands here and touching his wound. Thomas did and fell to his knees, saying, my Lord, my God, ashamed of his unbelief. And Jesus looked kindly at him and said, you believe, Thomas, but blessed are those that haven't seen and yet believe. And that's Catholics down the centuries, including the present day and yours truly. We believe. Yeah, what our Saviour suffered. So there you are. Little story. I always tell it, I have to tell it. Whether I like it or not, I'm going to tell it because it's good to remind people of these events. Give them a chance to save their immortal souls. So bye now until this evening, please God, and we'll sing our hymns and tell our little stories. Bye now.